Hi, I am Mandy of Mad Cow Mandy Designs. It is September the 12th, 2025, and this is Stitch 87. It's going to be a short episode today. I have exactly 3 things to show you, and they're all bandanas. I don't know what happened, but it's like a new sock or something. Y'all know I love to knit socks. I knit a lot of socks. I really like making bandanas now. So let's hop into finished objects and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is the first one. I was working on it last episode and y'all saw it in progress. It turned out so cute. I used Salty Blonde yarn. Don't remember the name of the color. So sorry. It's been in stash for a while, half used. I don't remember. If you hear crunching in the background, the cat is eating. I'm just glad he's eating. He's been a little sick and he lost a lot of weight. But now he's eating. I'm so happy. He's gaining weight. Yay. Ooh, squirrel. So yeah, Salty Blonde, don't remember the color. The pattern is Intermitzi Bandana by Michaela Drosten. I probably butchered multiple words there, but it will be linked down below for you. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I have not blocked this yet. I'm gonna have a blocking party tonight. That's why it's curling right here. It has not stopped me from wearing it. It wears perfectly fine without being blocked. And your head gets hot. Your head will block out some of it. So, you take the long ends, you tie them together underneath, and look at how cute that is. I love it. I feel like I'm in the 90s again. This is awesome. So, I knit this one and wore it a couple of days. I don't think I even wore it a couple of days. I think I wore it a day and I fell in love. I was like, yes, I need multiple bandanas. I need a bandana in every color and I need a simpler pattern because I'm a lazy knitter. Is what it is. At least I'm honest. I'm lazy. While this is cute, I don't want that large of a feature on every single one of my bandanas. And I like the eyelets. I don't want them on every single one of my bandanas. So I started writing my own pattern and ta-da! This one I made with some Southern Skeins. Bumble Bloom was the color. It was one of the monthly yarn colors from who knows how many years ago. It's a nice purple. It looks good on me. That's why I picked it. I have a lot of yarns that I want to use, but they're all very heavy on the white. They're all like white with speckles. White does not look good on me, so I don't think I want to put it that close to my face. I'm trying to stick with colors that look good next to my skin. But I did get rid of the yarn overs there. I kept the ones that are over here on the edge, and then everything is stockinette. Because if I can figure out stockinette, then I can start putting other patterns on it, right? Again, lazy knitter. I know how to do a make one left and make one right. I don't remember who's left and who's right. Every time I do that, I have to go find a note that I've written down or look up a video and remember which way's which. If I'm making my own pattern and I want it to be easy, because I'm gonna knit it several times over, I'm not gonna use make ones. So right here in the middle, I use knit one front and back. I think it looks perfectly fine. It's a nice little detail and no big giant holes. It's a subtle detail. There we go. It's subtle. Like anything about me, subtle. Anyways, really cute. I like this one as well. Yes, yes. I did purchase some bandanas from Amazon that do not tie in the back. They just have like an elastic band that goes across, and that way when I go to the gym, my ponytail holds the band on my head, because these do come untied a little bit. Every so often you gotta reach back there and kind of tighten them back up again. So for when I go to the gym, I have some that are like a jersey material and they won't slide off my head, they won't come untied, that kind of thing. So I'm covered now. Like, this is gonna be fun. The last thing I have to show you is a work in progress, and oh, it's a bandana. Yeah. I did pull out my Miss Fiber Fox bag that is Halloween. And look. I've already eaten 2 bags of candy corn. Yeah, it's the beginning of September. I've already eaten 2 bags of candy corn. Doing great. Okay. This one is almost finished. I need to count how many stitches and decide how many stitches larger I want to try and go from the purple one to this one. This is Pretty Twisted Yarns Hay Bells. And I am trying to decide if I like self-striping yarn for this. So the way that this is made, you start here and it gets larger. And that means that you start right in the front and then get larger. So I'm gonna have all these big stripes, and then it just goes into chaos, because now I'm to the point that a stripe doesn't go all the way across one line. Yeah. So y'all feel free to render an opinion. How does that look? Does it look goofy to have big stripes in the front and chaos in the back? Like, is this the mullet of bandanas? Business in the front, party in the back, big stripes in the front, chaos in the back. Like, I don't know. I haven't decided yet if I like it or not. I really like this part. It's this out here. I don't know. This one is also just stockinette. I am trying to get the base of the pattern down before I start adding in a bunch of textures and things like that. Oh yeah, and I put a cute little charm on here. It is a cauldron from Braun Shepherd Studios, and my matching stitch stoppers are Southern Skeins. They came in the October box last month, maybe. Yeah, I am so ready for spooky season to get here. I have decorated all my fall decorations. It's all orange in the house. Like, I'm ready. So, y'all let me know. Do we like the stripes or not? Because if I don't like them, I can just rip it out. Start over with a solid color. Not the end of the world. Still trying to decide. I do have a fair amount left. I noticed that for me, a pair of socks takes just under 50 grams of yarn, and so far these bandanas have been taking just under 50 grams of yarn, which means I could make socks and bandanas out of one skein. Oh yeah. I'm also curious how it would work up in a DK, because it would be a thicker material, but it'd be less knitting. Don't know. I'm gonna have to play with that and find out. Yeah, that's all the knitting. That's all the knitting content I have for you. 10 minutes. So that brings us into chatter. I did take a week off. I only minimally worked last week. While my husband was on vacation, we bummed around the house a lot. We did a lot of little tasks around the house that needed to get done. Like he put the shelves up on the wall for me. I have been wanting these photo shelves on my wall for a while now. I had a collage of photos hung up on the wall and they were all kind of Tetris together and it was really cute, but I hung it up with command strips and ends up those don't last 5 years. So I don't know that I've ever lived in one place this long since I was 18. Command strips have always worked because I've always lived in rentals and I never stay that long. Well, you can't leave them on the wall for 5 years. They're not made for that. And I started having pictures fall off the wall and they were breaking. Like the frames broke. One of them actually had glass in it and it shattered. So my husband hung up these shelves that we found at IKEA and I would show you a picture, but then I have to blur out a whole bunch of faces because it's all pictures of our family and no. It's basically a little U-shaped shelf and this part goes on the wall, this part goes out from the wall about 6 inches and you can put the picture frame in there, and then it has a little front lip over here that keeps the frame from just falling off the shelf. Really cute idea. Found them at IKEA. We have like a 4-foot one and then 2 2-foot ones. He hung them up and I obsessively moved all the picture frames around 20 times until I got them perfect. Now I really need to update the photos that are in those frames because we don't have any photos from the last 5 or 6 years. Whoops. One of the big things that we did while he was on vacation, we went to Best Buy. And I spent a lot of money. It hurt. I have a computer that he built for me in 2015. It has been fantastic. Now that I'm working from home and I'm using my computer all day, every day, she's getting a little tired and complaining. And I was already looking at purchasing a laptop so that when my husband travels, I could travel with him and I could still work because he does occasionally travel for work and it's fun to go with him and see new places and it's just fun. So one of the things that we wanted was for me to be able to travel with him. And I would need a laptop so that I can travel and work. During the day when he's at work, I could be working from the hotel room. Not that big a deal. Ends up that most laptops don't really have enough oomph to do video editing. And he already heard me complain about something else that I was wanting to do. So he did a little research and he could fix my computer. It'd be expensive. And I'd still be stuck at home. Or I could buy an iPad. It will do video editing. It will do almost everything that a computer will do. It is portable. And the other big thing that I was really wanting was to be able to draw digitally. So I bought an iPad and I have been yelling at it for the past week, trying to figure out how everything works because nothing is the same. I have an Android phone. I have not used an Apple product in several years. So it's a whole different world, and I'm realizing that a lot of apps are not the same as the websites. So like Facebook business, something that they have, it's separate from the Facebook app, and it lets you do a whole bunch of behind the scenes kind of stuff. It looks nothing like the website, and it literally will not do what I need it to do. So today I very forcefully made Facebook open in a browser tab, and it all works. It's all there now. So as long as I don't ever close that browser tab, I'm good. I don't know how I got it in there in the first place. But because I can now draw digitally, it has been so much fun learning how to do that part. Y'all can expect some new creative stuff from Mad Cow Designs. It will still be Yarny based because that's just how I am, but yeah, new stuff will be coming eventually. I do still need to get some practice in because lines are a little shaky still, but it's been a lot of fun and I'm very excited for what is coming. And speaking of what is coming, October the 1st, I am releasing the Monster Mesh sock pattern. If you have been waiting on that, it is coming October the 1st. And if you are excited about the pattern coming soon, then maybe you should head over to Amy's channel, Happy Little Yarn, and see what she has to say about it, because she might know something. Wink wink, nudge nudge. She is an awesome human, and she will be doing Vlogmas this October, so you might want to check that out. I know I will be. And that's pretty much everything going on right now. It's been busy, but fun, and I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon because this is the season where everything kind of starts amping up, and I don't breathe again until after New Year's. Anyways, it was wonderful to sit down and chat with y'all again, and I will see y'all next week. Take care. Bye.